it was singles. So it was me versus my buddy Tom. I'll give Tom his credit here. So I ended up giving Tom. So Tom came in as like a 5'9". I was like a 4'1". I gave Tom 2. So we're coming down 18. I was down 1 going into 17, and I tied it up on 17. I fired a dart in there, made a birdie. And like
Clutch.
my heart is like in my throat because now like it means everything, right? Like we don't know where the other matches are. We're the first match off because I wanted to be around everyone after. And my partner's losing, so I know Team White has a win up there. And I'm all square with Tom, going up to 18 after this incredible week. Tears everywhere. I've been talking about tears. There's a lot of tears. We're walking up 18.
And, I love you, man.
He pipes a drive. 18 at Buffalo Ridge is a par 5. He pipes a drive right down the middle, and I stepped up and hit the best drive of my life. Like I outdrove him by like 25 yards, right? So he has about 265 in, and I have 240 in. He goes first and lays up. Perfect little 6-iron right down the middle to maybe 110 yards out, maybe 90 yards out. And I have a 5-wood in my hand. You guys know how much I've been hitting that thing. I hit it with Tiger Woods. I think it's about a 230 club, 235 club. And I'm standing over this ball, and I look at Hannah's uncle Mark, who played with us, great guy, amazing golfer. And I said, I'm like, I don't know if I could do this. I couldn't see anymore. Like the vision was kind of blurry. Like it meant so much. Like I don't know what it was. I wanted to hit I was going for it. You know, this is the story. One guy lays up. This is the Dustin Johnson, Justin Speed story. He laid up. I got to go for this. There's huge bunkers on the right. And if you guys know this 18th fair green, it's dead left, dead. It's a cliff behind and to the left, completely dead. So I go for this thing, and I did like this walk through, follow through thing. It was kind of a weird follow through. I think I was just so nervous, and it was going right towards the pin. And like, I almost could hear the noise of like, doon, 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 doon. And then it started to draw just a little bit and caught the green side bunker, which to me, I was like, all right, I feel good about that. I'm a pretty good bunker player. He's 100 yards out. I have a little bunker shot. I've already gotten past the ridge where the pin is, so I can just keep this thing up here, get it up, and probably make a birdie. At worst, I make a par, and we push this round. I don't think he's going to make a birdie from where he is. I just felt it. So now I go up to the bunker, right? Tom hits his below the ridge, so he has a tough birdie putt up this huge slope. I'm in the bunker. I look at my bunker ball. It's on the slant. It never came down from the wall of the bunker. It's like this, like that steep. So now as a lefty, I have 1 foot up in the grass and the other foot 3 feet like of elevation difference. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to hit this ball. And I'm standing over it, and I'm doing a lot of waggles with my wrist. And I'm really trying to say, like, don't just hammer this thing into the bunker. Just like really figure out how to just nip this thing up. I was almost thinking about putting it because it's such a fine, like built-in bunker that you might even, now that I think about it, you might even be able to skip it up there and just get it on. So I took the 54 degree because I was nervous about a 60 degree. I take a 54 degree, and everyone's watching me, all my group, and they know how much this means to me because I wrote it in the introductory email. And I'm like standing over there, and I take the club back, I make contact, and the ball goes 200 yards into the trees.
Yeah.
And I drop the club in the bunker. And I put my head down and I go, good match, Tom. And I heard them kind of give each other like a little dap in the background. And I'm just kind of, I'm just raking the bunker. I throw a ball down in the bunker because now I'm like, all right, now I have to hit another shot. If I hole it out, maybe I do something. Next one, I just hit over the green, and I end up making an 8, and he made a 5. Lost the match, and I lost the whole day. So that was really tough, That was really tough. So shout out to Tom,
Shout out to Tom, dude.
Tom.
Great par, man. Great par.
Really tough. And so it ends up coming down to the final group. All right. It was there were a couple big putts as the group started coming. A couple big putts happened. I think 3 out of the 4 groups, it came down to the last hole. Or the last, like a lot of the pairings came down to the last hole, but 3 out of the 4 waves that came in, there was a match in there that came down to the last hole, and it ended up coming down to Big Rob versus my friend Jeff. Big Rob had lost he's on Team White, I'm on Team Blue. He lost a 4-hole lead after 10, so he was up 4. So now they're coming down, and it's 2 of the worst golfers that we have, and we're trying to all pay attention to where they're at. This is for the rip and sip. This is it. This is the championship. If Jeff pushes or beats Rob, we win. If Rob beats Jeff, they push the whole entire tournament, and we got to figure out a playoff. So Rob is in the middle of the fairway. They're both hitting the ball sideways. Rob hits one out of bounds. Jeff hits one out of bounds. We're like, what are you guys sitting? They're sitting like 6 in front of the green bowl. They're both knocking the balls up. Turns out Jeff beats Rob with like a 7-foot putt. Rob ends up losing a 4-hole lead, loses on 18 because Jeff made an 8, Rob made a 9. Talk about a winning hole to make a triple and you beat a quad, which is, there's no better way that I couldn't have asked for a way to close that thing out. Big Don, my father-in-law, goes over to Rob and he goes, "How you doing?" Like after the round, he goes, "How you doing, man? You all right?" Like making Rob feel even worse. Rob's like, "It's a tough one, Don. I don't know what to tell you. I lost it for everybody."